Hey guys, it's November 16th, 2014, and this is, I think it's been 2 weeks now since I've done a vlog, video log, whatever the hell you want to call it. Anyways, if you watched my last vlog, it was on a Saturday. I was actually getting ready to leave and go to work, and so I threw that vlog together that quickly today. I also mentioned in that vlog that I was going to work because we were preparing for a rocket launch that week. Well, if you happen to follow along and watch that rocket launch, you know the damn thing blew up maybe 15-20 seconds off of the pad. So that was kind of a bad week. Wasn't really in the mood for doing much woodworking or anything really when I got home. It's been a couple weeks now and everything's kind of back to normal now, so I'm kind of getting back in the swing of coming out here and working on stuff. Did you see the video that I posted earlier this week of making a pen? I made this pen here. Interesting feedback. I've been trying. I really want to have regular videos out as much as I can, so I put that video out. But the length of the video was 40. I think it was 41 minutes. And I got some constructive criticism. That's probably, I guess, the best way to put it. I got some just constructive criticism on the length of the video, mostly that the average viewer, if it's over 10 minutes, sometimes they don't even bother watching it at all, or they'll maybe watch just a few minutes or just scan through it really fast. So actually, in the comments, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about that, because I'd be interested to know how many people actually saw the video, how many actually watched it. Did you like it? Did I make it too long? I mean, I tried to put all the steps in there from start to finish, and I toyed with the idea of breaking it up into like 4 10-minute videos, something along those lines, to make it, I don't know, I guess you take it in bite-sized chunks when you had time to watch the various parts. But the other comments I got was that a lot of times in a multi-series video series like that, or multi-video series, is that most people watch maybe the first couple and then they get bored with it, unless it's a subject they're really, really interested in, and then they don't watch the rest of them. So kind of curious to see what the other comments would be on that. I have to say that most of those comments I got were from other YouTube woodworkers who have been doing this a lot longer than I have, so I'm not knocking what they said at all. In fact, I tried to let them know the best I could in the forum that this is a kind of a closed forum, but I wanted them to know, and if any of them are watching this, I'm not knocking the comments you gave me. I appreciate the input, I really do. I appreciate everything you had to tell me and any tips you had to share with me, because a lot of you have been doing it a lot longer than I have. So I do appreciate the tips and the comments and constructive criticism. Constructive criticism is a good thing. Some people take it the wrong way a lot of times, and I've probably been known to do that myself, is to take stuff the wrong way. But I really try to have an accepting mind as far as when somebody's trying to give me some tips on how to do something like this better that I haven't been doing in a while. So anyways, that was the video I finally got out this week, and I was just glad to get a video out, and I've got ideas for others. Unfortunately, with Christmas coming up, I've got a lot of orders actually for bowls and some other projects from people around the area who have really word of mouth. Friends, co-workers, that sort of thing, are contacting me, asking them to make them certain things. The bowls, for example, I mean, they're kind of time consuming, and I'm trying to make them all a little bit unique. Each one I want to make a little bit different. I don't want to just mass produce one type of bowl, one type of segmented bowl that people are buying from me, and then all of a sudden, you know, everyone's got the same bowl. So I'm trying to make them each a little bit more unique. If it's just simply just putting some kind of simple decorative ring, or just changing up the pattern or the species of wood, or whatever it takes to make it look different from the last one. So that's what I'm trying to do. So the other thing I want to talk about is to my right here, and here I'll just move the camera. My machinist chest. I talked about this in my last vlog, and I finally finished it. it came out pretty nice. I'm pretty happy with it. There were a couple little flaws, and I know that rule number 1 is you don't point out the flaws, because then there's a good chance that nobody will ever see it and you're the one that sees it. But some of it bugs me a little bit. These dividers, they're not exactly perfect. That was something that kind of bothered me. But other than that, the rest of it came out pretty nicely. And now I've got some nice places to put things, like my Lee Nielsen dovetailing saw, things like that. So I think this is going to get a lot of use. I decided to put it right here and set my charger on top of it. But this seems to be a good place for it. If I end up finding that this doesn't work, I'll move it. But for now, this is where it's going to stay. The other thing is, I'm starting to load my wood rack up here. I picked up some giant chunks of black walnut just yesterday from a local guy here that I found out that not only does he get a hold of a lot of this stuff, but he has a sawmill, and he's sawing up his own logs and drying them and everything. So I now have this alternate source for black walnut and maple and some other species of wood that I'm using on a regular basis. So I'm pretty happy about this. Okay, that's about all I have. Just not a whole lot of stuff, just a couple of things I wanted to talk about this week. Like I talked about the Christmas gifts and stuff I'm going to be working on. I think I'm going to be dedicating most of my time to that, especially with Thanksgiving coming up the week after this coming week. And so I'm going to be pretty busy with that stuff. I'm going to try to shoot footage of some of the stuff that I'm making, but any videos that I come up with are going to have to be probably well after that. I'll have to edit it and put that stuff up afterwards when I've got the time to actually sit down and do it. So anyways, thanks for watching, and if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. I always appreciate that, and we'll talk to you next time.